Good morning. It's the Call Flo Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, good morning. It's Friday, June the 13th here. I hope none of you are superstitious. But anyway, yes, welcome to the Call Flo Radio Show. I'm Chris Wood. I'd ask you callers, our faithful callers here, to refrain from giving us a call for the first half of the show for today, because we do have a very special guest in our Francis E. Wood studio, and that happens to be Doug Stanley, who is Prince Edward County Administrator. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, Chris. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right, doing pretty good there. I see you've got your county administrator hat on.
Got my Prince Edward County cap on.
That's right. Oh, that's great. All right. Summertime's almost here.
Summertime's almost here. Kids are out of school.
That's right.
Everybody's getting ready for kind of vacation season.
Yeah. And you probably have been very busy getting a few things done that are pretty important.
It is. It's been, this time of year for us is really busy.
Mm-hmm.
Our fiscal year ends the end of June.
Right.
So, department heads, everybody's trying to make sure they purchased everything they need to purchase and wrap things up for the end of the fiscal year. So it's a busy time. It is a busy time. But we also had a board meeting on June 10th.
Right.
This past Tuesday. A lot of exciting stuff happening. First, we recognized our employee of the month. Our employee of the month is Deputy Robert Womack. He was described as and praised for being punctual, reliable, and having a can-do mentality. And he was nominated by our three judges, Judge Blessing, Judge Ferris, and Judge Duncombe. He's one of our bailiffs at the courthouse and does a fantastic job. Always a smile on his face, always willing to help people out, and it's great to see our employees be recognized by the public and,
of course,
and by
yeah,
judges. We also got a community business partner update. So every couple months we have a business in town that comes in and talks about kind of what's going on with their business. And this month we had David Martin. David's the CEO of YakAttack. Of course, Luther, who you had on here recently, Luther had sold majority interest in the YakAttack, and David's the new CEO. And he talked about some of the things they're doing there to add staff and grow the business. So it was exciting to see a local business continue to thrive and add employees and add investment in our community. A couple housekeeping things. The board approved the name for our new industrial access park road out at the business park. It's called Enterprise Lane.
Oh, that's nice. That's
a good name for an industrial
very
appropriate. Park road. And we got a board update from Chelsea White, our Economic Development and Tourism Director. Chelsea talked about all the activities and things going on with her department. And of course, with all the new business coming in town, she's been very busy for the last year. We had our solid waste manager, Jeff Jones, came in. We had put out an RFP for recycling services for the past decade plus. Steps has provided recycling for plastics and cardboard and paper. And they've had some changes and really we're having to increase their costs significantly. So we put out an RFP, and we got a proposal from a company called Elite Recycling LLC out of, I think, Brook Neal. And we've accepted that. The board accepted that proposal. It's really going to allow us to change the way we do recycling. We're going to be able to do combined recycling. So you'll throw your cardboard and your plastic.
You don't have to have separate containers for the stuff together. Yeah.
And they're going to do the hauling completely for us. Our guys used to have to haul. So it's going to make it a little bit easier for the public to recycle. I'm hoping at the end of the day that helps us increase our recycling numbers. I believe last year we were at 16% of our waste stream. 15 is the state mandate. So hopefully this will allow us to bump that number up. We had 6 public hearings Tuesday night. It was a busy night.
Gosh.
But some exciting things. The board approved a number of initiatives. One, a special use permit request from Dogwood Properties in Green Bay for a restaurant. An old gas station down there the building's being renovated. The gentleman that's operating the restaurant used to have it at the hotel over in Burkeville, so it's exciting. He has a lot of people in the area that used to go to the old restaurant, so they're excited about him opening up.
That's great.
And we're excited about new business, new food options, meals tax revenue. All those things are great for us. The board approved a permit for Michael and Helen Roya to operate a rural event center. That facility is right near Rice off of 460, and they're looking to put in the facility that'll have another wedding venue facility or special events, parties, retirements, anniversaries,
reunions,
those types of things.
Type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that it's just, I'll say, another arrow in the quiver, our arsenal of places for folks to come to our community, because we've kind of leaned into the idea of Prince Edward being a hub for weddings and events.
Yeah.
This is just one more
Gonna
facility.
hit the bullseye there.
Exactly. We had another special use permit from CP Solar for a 5 megawatt, relatively small, let's say, solar project down in Green Bay. This was interesting that the Planning Commission had recommended denial of the application, but the applicant, between the Planning Commission and the board, asked us to table it for a couple months. They went back to the drawing board, pushed the project back off of Route 360, addressed some of the concerns that the Planning Commission had, and the board, by a 5-2 vote, approved the permit and the siting agreement. So that project was taken care of. Board approved a one-time bonus for all full-time and part-time county employees of 1.5%. That kind of mirrors what the General Assembly did, but they did it only for our comp board employees, folks like sheriff's deputies and staff in the Treasurer and Commissioner Revenue Office. But so the state offers it for those positions, but the board, like a lot of counties, is giving it to everybody, full and part-time, and they'll get that around July 1st. And then the last one was a request for carryover funding from last year, FY24, from the school system of $1,039,101.50, which was half of their leftover funds at the end of the year. School board's going to use that to do two things: put some security fencing in the elementary school, but mainly to renovate the Barbara Rose Johns Auditorium at Prince Edward County High School. That room, and I know it. My son's in concert band and was in the play this year. That room needs a lot of love.
Better acoustics.
And better acoustics, better lighting.
Better seating, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll be one of the things they're going to renovate, hopefully in the coming years. So they're going to hire an architect and go through that process. So, excuse me, that'll be an exciting project. The board approved a number of our citizen volunteer appointments. These are folks that have been reappointed. Donald Amos to the Board of Building Code Appeals, Quincy Handy and Tim Tharp to the Industrial Development Authority, Pam Sneed to the Social Services Board, Shauna Shauna Hunter McKinley to the Library Board, John Gant, Kim Yates to the Poplar Hill Community Development Authority, Russell Dove to the Southside Virginia Community College Board, and a new appointment, Ken Copeland to the County Planning Commission. You may know Ken. Ken's with Hampton Sydney, formerly Longwood, and I think Ken's going to be retiring this year, so now we found a way to kind of keep him active and involved in the community.
Sure.
So, the other big thing, the board approved the appropriation resolution for next year's budget, which starts July 1. The appropriations resolution is the action that allows us to spend money. So excited to get that completed. And then the last big thing, the Board of Supervisors approved a budget amendment for next year that's going to allow us to enter into an agreement with the town for joint dispatch. So currently, a call, let's say you're calling from Rice and you call into dial 911, your call will go to the town dispatch center. But if you need police response, they're going to have to transfer your call over to the sheriff's office. The person in the sheriff's office will answer that call and then dispatch someone to help you. Well, what if that person's already on the phone, or what if that person's in the restroom, indisposed? It's not always as efficient as it needs to be. So now all calls will be handled by Farmville 911, so we will contribute financially. Our folks will, the dispatch folks will all work out of the town dispatch center. So it's necessary move. It's going to make us more efficient from a time perspective, faster response. And I appreciate Sheriff Tony Epps and Town Manager Scott Davis and working with us to help make this happen. So it's exciting to get that done. A couple other smaller things. This past Monday, we officially went live with our new website update. It's a little bit cleaner, especially if you're using a mobile device like a phone or an iPad. It comes up, the formatting's better.
Good.
So please take a look at that. We're also, Senators Kane and Warner last year had included an appropriation of just under $1.7 million for our radio system upgrade. Unfortunately, when the feds did not adopt a budget, those items got cut out. So they have agreed to put it in again for us this year. Fingers crossed that we'll be successful. That certainly, at the end of the day, that will reduce what we have to pay back as far as our loan for that equipment. So we're looking forward to that. And the last major thing that I reported at the board meeting, that we're out to bid for upgrades to the Worsham convenience site. That's the trash center there at Worsham. Things like, paving, stormwater, new fencing, lighting, camera system, all that stuff will be put in place to upgrade that facility. We're hoping to award a bid in July and with work to be completed by the end of the calendar year. But don't worry, there'll be a temporary site just out front to handle everybody's bag trash needs during the construction period. So that's exciting.
Would you have to have the decal or anything like that?
We currently don't. We actually would love, honestly, and I did this in a previous locality, we put in a requirement that you had to display like a trash decal to be able to dump your trash. The reason why we want to do that ultimately is that there are a lot of folks from other counties that bring trash to us. We know that. We know folks from Appomattox drop at Prospect, and folks from Buckingham coming in drop. So people from Charlotte coming north, it's probably more convenient if you work in Farmville to swing by and drop at our site. But ultimately, that means that the citizens of Prince Edward County are paying for their trash disposal. So we want to try to curb that at some point. But right now, it's business as usual.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Okay. So what else is going on? I know that you have your plan.
Yeah. So, one of the things for the last year and a half that we've been working on is reviewing, changing, updating the county's comprehensive plan. And we hired an outside consultant, the Berkeley Group. The Berkeley Group had previously worked with the town of Farmville on their plan update, and we really wanted to use the same vendor because of the hope to really tie the two plans together and make sure that happened. And I think the end product, we're going to see that.
Well, what's the difference between this plan and the other plans that you got?
And I've got a copy here of the old plan, and you look, it's
my goodness
it's really
gracious.
It's words and tables, right?
Yeah.
Words and tables.
Yes.
So the new plan, when you look at it, is much more
visionary,
graphical, right?
I love it. I do.
It really, between the maps and the tables and charts and things, it is much more exciting to the eye. And is written as to be understandable to the average person. It is also more detailed in some important areas such as the future land use map and the implementation matrix. So at the back of the document, there's a document that says not only what needs to be done, but when it should be done and who's going to be doing it.
So it's like a calendar type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it really is trying to ensure that
it's on paper and it's there. And
but what we don't want is a document that's going to go on the shelf and sit.
Yeah,
we want a document that's going to be live and updated on a regular basis, but also used to help guide us in our decision making for the future of this community.
Well, congratulations to that. I mean, is it available?
So the big news is it's coming up for a public hearing. There's going to be a joint public hearing between the Planning Commission and the Board of Supervisors, June 24, 7 p.m. So that's Tuesday at 7 o'clock at the courthouse. This is available online, and on our website, there's an interactive version that you can search through and read and look at. There's a hard copy available at the Central Virginia Library here in town.
Oh, good.
And we also have a hard copy available at the courthouse, of course. But, the goal is whichever way we can to try to make it accessible to folks.
Mm-hmm.
But the online version is pretty cool. It really is. Encourage people to take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If they have comments, they can email comments. They can call us. They can show up at the public hearing and voice their either support of the document or any concerns they might have in it.
Well, what are some of the major issues that you're trying to address in this?
It's Prince Edward County PEC 2045 Forward Together, and the document will help shape the community over the next 20 years. It lays out a vision for the community, but also provides actionable steps to achieve that vision, especially with that implementation plan.
Right.
These will help guide Prince Edward's decision-making regarding community development and land use issues. Plan also, again, has that implementation matrix to assign resources and responsibility to all the strategies it contains, providing kind of a simple-to-use framework to check on the progress of the plan. So again, we want something that's going to be live and people will use it at the end of the day.
All right. Well, now how will it shape the community in the next 20 years as far as ongoing
one of the
projects?
real purposes of a comp plan is when you're making decisions like on, I'll give you an example, solar projects. When we last did our plan in 2014, there wasn't a whole lot of discussion about solar in Prince Edward County. Now there's very specific things like solar large projects should be located near transmission lines, so you don't have to build new transmission lines. You really want to keep large projects separated a little bit so that the impact on wildlife is less. You want to make sure that you screen those projects adequately. So the plan is going to provide guidance on how to deal with applications such as that. Plan also talks about our data center site at the HIP Park and other community development issues, where future commercials should go. So it really is, it's a roadmap and a guide moving forward. It's also going to help us in updating our zoning ordinance and subdivision ordinance. And the capital improvement plan. Those three documents are our major implementation tools when we're trying to figure out how do we achieve this vision. We'll use the plan to help guide those adjustments to those documents.
And you said that what group was it? The Berkeley group?
The Berkeley group. They're a local government consulting firm. They've actually done some additional work with the town. I know they provided some HR and planning support staff-wise to the town. They work all over Virginia, but have done a lot of work in Southside. Their staff members will be there at the public hearing, helping provide the overview.
Oh, that's
at the beginning.
Good.
But again, anybody interested in just taking a look and seeing what's included can go online to the county's new updated website.
All right, and that is Prince Edward County. What is it?
Oh, you're going to ask me that. I figured. Hold on. Give me just a second. I want to make sure I get this right.
Okay.
And we'll get it right here.
Okay. All right. He's looking.
I am. I've got it.
You got it? Good.
So.
All right.
All right. co.prince-edward.va.us.
I can see why you had to look it up. All right. CO. Dot.
Prince.
Prince. Dot.
Dash.
Dash.
Prince Edward. .va.
Okay, there you go. Maybe you can hand that to me and write it down or do something with it here.
No, I'll get you taken care of.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that you really wanted to
no,
discuss?
just obviously, wish everyone a happy summer. I know the kids are all excited for the break. My son will be a rising senior next year, so now like a lot of parents at this age, we're starting to look at colleges and things, making sure he's ready. So
congratulations!
Thank you. And
yeah,
we hosted the last 3 months an exchange student from Lithuania, and she graduated this year. So we kind of got to go through that graduation process and graduation parties and all that stuff with her.
All that stuff. Yeah, Lithuania.
Yes, and she's back home as of May 30. So, bittersweet. I know she missed her family.
I'm sure.
But she misses her friends here too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it is a great experience.
Yes, it is.
It's the second time my family has had an exchange student.
And
stay with
how's
us.
the grandson?
Grandson just had his first birthday.
Oh.
And we found out here recently, and we're going to have a second grandson. He's going to be a little brother.
I thought there was a little extra sparkle in your eye. That's great. Fantastic.
So, and just before Christmas, so we're going to have a new Christmas present coming.
All right. Very good. Okay. Well, that half hour went by, or 20 minutes or so went by pretty fast. Thank you for that. co.prince-edward.va.us. Okay, got it. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Chris. Look forward to seeing you next month.
And it just sounds exciting. Can't wait to view that new plan online. It sounds like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be great.
It really is, and I think it a lot of work by our planning commission and board members and the public. We had a lot of got over 700 surveys received from the public to get input. We had like 30 stakeholder group meetings, people that got involved and came out afterwards.
That's what it's all about, Doug.
Absolutely,
this
is really
Community.
Organically. These are ideas and concerns that were brought up by community members. And I'll just tell you an example. Some of the top concerns that were raised during the data collection period were concern about our school system, number one, concern about housing in the community, and concern about broadband access. So, I think it's the housing one's going to be a tougher one for us to crack. School system, you got an elementary school that's being renovated right now, big project, $42 million project. You got a new school superintendent, Chip Jones, who you just had on.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Everyone's excited about Chip coming on board. And so I think we're making great progress there.
It just takes time. You have to be patient to make sure you've crossed all your
by
T's
next
and
year.
dotted
We
your
hope
I's.
our broadband project, a lot of our rural areas will have broadband access. And the housing we're working on, especially on the Manor project, and trying to get a developer in. But that one's going to take a little more time. But it's good for me, especially to reconfirm what we thought were the issues. So now that we can really come up with a plan to go work on them. So
that's great.
It's exciting.
Yes, it is. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you so much. We'll talk with you next month. Okay. All right. That was Doug Stanley, Administrator for Prince Edward County, giving us an update and letting us know what's going on in the county and what will be going on in the county in the future as well with their planning commission there. All right. Let's see. It's 8:33. We've got some business to take care of at the bottom of the hour, so let's do that. We've got a weather forecast, and it sounds rather daunting to me. And we've got John Staten in here to verify that. Anyway, the weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, your WFLO forecast calls for, we do have a flood watch in effect for tonight. Today we'll see a slight chance of some thunderstorms, and then later on thunderstorms likely up to 70%. Look for a high today of 87 degrees. Tonight, thunderstorms likely, then showers as well with a low of 69. Saturday, a slight chance of showers, then a better chance for more thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon on Saturday. Look for a high of 89 degrees. Saturday night, thunderstorms and showers likely with a low of 69. For Sunday, we'll see a high 85 degrees with showers and then a good chance of thunderstorms with a high of 85 degrees. Sunday night, 70% chance of thunderstorms and showers with a low of 68. On Monday, we go from a 40 to a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high of 83 on Monday. Monday night, thunderstorms likely with a low of 67. And then for Tuesday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a high of 86 degrees and a 40% chance of some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. So doesn't look very promising. Our humidity is at 81%. Our barometric pressure at 30.07 inches. We can expect a tenth of an inch of rain for today. At least that's what it says. Your sunset will be at 8:35. Our low this morning was 69 degrees. We are currently cloudy and 75 degrees. That is your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. We've got our birthday and perhaps anniversary calendar coming up for the next 3 days, and it's brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
All right, John, that is your cue to tell us who's celebrating. First, I want to do a very special anniversary. Can I do that right now for today?
Yeah.
My daughter, Kate, and her husband, Brian Tote, Kate and Brian Tote of Lake Monticello are celebrating their 10th anniversary today. Yay, Katie and Brian.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're celebrating their 10th anniversary today.
Oh, good.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right. It's Friday the 13th, by the way.
Yes.
All right. So, with that being said, happy birthday going out to Keith Little, Marcy Dunn, Catherine, is it Flores? Flores?
I would say Flores.
All right. Stacy Falwell. Anniversary couple, Josh and Caitlin Knight, having an anniversary today. And as we go on to our next list here, we have Kirby Motley Sr. of Farmville, 90 years young today.
Happy birthday to Kirby. That's great.
So then we move on to Saturday, which is Flag Day, the 14th.
Okay.
And let's see, on Flag Day, we've got celebrating Hayden Caldwell, Anna Robertson, Sarah Robertson Loftus, Loftus.
I would say that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so 14th, and then we have this one, Beth Cole Motley of Farmville, having a birthday on the 14th. And then as we move on to Father's Day, obviously, on the 15th, we've got Renee Booker, Lynn Roberts, Kevin Biddle, Amy Green, Brianna Ellett, Shannon Abel, A-B-E-L.
I'd say that.
All right. Then we have anniversaries, Dean and Teresa Simmons, Jennifer and Andy, but no last name.
It's not on the second line?
Second line? Here, I'll let you look. Say there on the 15th. It's the very bottom names there.
Just Jennifer and Andy.
And so
there you go.
Well, yeah. And let's see, we got, is there any, oh yes, over here. Got multiple got 3 or 4 lists here to keep up with here. And on the 15th as well, happy first wedding anniversary to Nicholas Hart Wilson and Elaine Wilson of Chesterfield. They are Terry and Nelson Wilson's son and daughter-in-law.
All right.
And I do believe that's it.
Okay. Sounds like a nice list for everybody for today and tomorrow and Sunday. That's right. How do they get those names to us?
Send those anniversaries or birthdays to birthdays at WFLO.net. N-E-T.
N-E-T. Okay. All right. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC on Main Street in Farmville. All right. Call Flo Show. Lines are open, 434-394-0924. Myself, Chris Wood, bid you a good morning, and John Staten here with me.
Good morning.
How's the week gone, John?
It's gone. It's been one of those types of weeks. It's been all right, actually. I mean, as far as nothing has exploded.
Nothing has exploded. No. Well, that's good. That's good news, isn't it?
For here, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. It's 8:40, and again, our lines are open. Now they are, anyway. I think Noah had blocked off that. 434-394-0924. Okay. We do have a call coming in, so we'll take that call. And good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Good morning, citizens of America.
Well, hello there.
You guys forgot one birthday.
We did?
Yeah, the U.S. Army is
that's
celebrating
right.
this weekend.
Yes. What is it?
And you know who else is celebrating? Our president.
Oh, that's right. He'll be 79. Yeah. That's right.
Oh my gosh! I know.
That's okay. All right. Happy birthday to Donald.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Thank you for reminding us. Appreciate
you're quite
that.
welcome.
Yeah.
I hope that either Doug or who's the town? Is it Brian?
Mayor?
Mayor? Yeah, Mayor Vincent, Brian Vincent.
Okay.
And Scott Davis is the manager.
We have when I was going to First Friday, I passed a fire hydrant, and I'm not sure if that's the way they fix them in Farmville, but it just has a black plastic bag on it. And it's full of water.
Do what now?
A fire hydrant.
Yes.
They must have fixed it by putting a black plastic bag on it, and then
that's how you fix it.
I guess. Yeah, that must be the way. So I guess I'm just commenting because now we have a fire hydrant that doesn't work near a very big business, and also it could possibly be undermining the street. Who knows how much water is dumping under there? So.
Unless
that's my rant.
Unless they just put it on there so that people could park there or something.
That and or to notify that it needs to be fixed or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the procedure is on that.
Around it, it's very wet, and then the plastic bag is full of water.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Huh. Well.
So that's
a black plastic bag with around it.
Yes.
Now, was it covered?
It's covering it, yes.
Was covering it.
Yes, ma'am.
And, well, so water couldn't have been inside the bag.
Whatever couldn't escape is inside the bag, yeah. So the bag's sagging. And
maybe the bag is so it won't spray. Maybe it's water's spraying out, and the bag is to kind of keep it from spraying out.
I don't know.
Getting people wet that are walking by, or I don't know. I haven't seen this, so I don't know.
Yeah, but there are some things in the community that should be priority. That's just what I might think, but I don't know.
Well, whoever put it there had a reason, so I have no, idea. Unless it was a prank of some kind or another, I have no idea. I wasn't there. Anyway.
So that's that.
So you were there at First Friday?
Yeah, I didn't get there till probably close to 7, and it was pretty much cleaned up.
Yeah.
That big rain that went through.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But,
it's Friday. Friday 1st, something like that now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't keep up.
I know. Anyway, so how are you ready for all the rain that we're supposed to get?
I'm getting there, yes. I just need to do a walk around and make sure there's nothing that will blow and damage, and
Yeah, because we've
starting to get a little old.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've got to go down and watch my basement door and maybe put a couple of barrels up where I have dents in my what do you call it? Gutters. Yeah, gutters. I have a couple of dents in my gutters that spill off onto my deck upstairs, which has, it has some space in between the boards, and when it comes down, it just, So I've got to make sure that that's the problem, and if it is, we'll get the gutters fixed. So
I guess in the woods, your gutters get stopped up pretty quickly.
Yes, they do, and I guess I'll have to start getting up on a ladder and put my plastic gloves on or my rubber gloves on and go up there and get the guck out.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
I don't know. But, yeah, I really didn't have much. Just to mention the birthday and
okay.
And that. And just
all right. And I just want to compliment you on your cake.
Oh, good. I would think that did the whipped cream survive?
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Did you whip it yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you whip it good? You must have whipped it good.
Devo.
There's it seems like if you whip it too much, it goes bad. It gets bad. It gets greasy like.
No.
I guess you start to whip the oils.
Right.
Fats.
So you whipped it just right.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, you did. It was very good.
Oh. Well, good. Thanks.
John, how did you enjoy the cake?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So if John says it's good, it was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tough to get a compliment.
He's a tough customer, I won't tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Tough customer.
Martha Stewart couldn't make you happy.
I don't know. Just depends upon what it is.
Yeah.
He's a picky eater, right?
I guess you could say that.
Well, Mandy is doing well. She's feeding him well. She's bringing him salads to eat and things that are good for him.
Yeah.
So,
kudos
to Mandy.
He's in. You won't notice him next week.
What? He'll be so thin?
He's getting so thin, yes. Turn sideways and you won't see him.
I know. That would not be a good thing either.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
All right. Well, what are your plans for the weekend? Anything spectacular?
No, I think I'm just going to try to, if it's good, take advantage of the weather.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
Just starting.
The weather might take advantage of us.
I know.
Oh, well.
And that's an excuse to just binge watch.
That's right. We
Something.
hope we don't lose our electricity.
I know. My rear end's getting so big. I'm sitting on that couch so much.
Uh-oh. That's not good. All right. Well,
all right, guys.
We'll talk to you next week, all right?
Yes, sounds great.
All right. You have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All right.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
All right. That was first-time caller. Mm-hmm. And we do have open lines again at 434-394-0924. It's Friday.
It is.
And it's the 13th.
Friday the 13th, yes.
I may have to play some bad luck songs.
Okay.
or maybe some good luck songs. What's your, let's see, are you superstitious?
No, but I do find humor in it, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I think it's interesting that things like that lasted as long as it did.
What the
just you know, stuff 13th? Like walking under ladders, breaking a mirror.
Yeah, I still count to 10 when a black cat crosses the road.
See, I didn't even know that's what you do. I just thought you're stuck with bad luck, and that was it.
No. We've got another caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Good morning. I would like to put a birthday on my granddaughter.
Okay.
Nixie Davis.
Mitzi?
Nixie, Nixie.
Oh, Nixie. Nixie,
yeah,
that's
Nixie
a cool
Davis.
name. I like that. Nixie Davis?
Yes.
And she's from
14 today.
She's from Farmville?
She's from Farmville.
How
yes.
old?
14.
14. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and have a great day and a good weekend.
Thank you. You
All right.
too.
Bye-bye. All right. Nixie Davis is 14 years old today from Farmville.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're talking about Friday the 13th. Let's see. I still throw pepper.
Paprika, whatever.
No, if I spill salt, I definitely take it and throw it over my left shoulder.
Left shoulder.
That's right. Yeah. Still do that.
Okay.
And I don't walk under ladders.
Right.
And if you're going to have bad luck, if you break a mirror, the mirror I broke about a month or so ago, I should have bad luck till I die.
Step on a crack, break your mama's back.
That's all right. Yep. Absolutely. Got another caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Henry.
You've had a busy morning.
Have had a busy morning, yes. Glad you got through.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm half awake or half asleep, but anyway, here's a philosophy bit. How quickly the day after tomorrow becomes the day before yesterday.
That's right.
If you stop and think about it. And you know, the tree barked years before the dog did.
Oh, really? I believe that.
Yeah. Did you hear about the two popsicles who had a fight?
The what?
Popsicles.
What about the popsicles?
They had a fight.
Two popsicles had a fight.
Uh-huh.
Finally, one of them said, "I give up. I know when I'm licked."
Oh, that's great. That's good.
Boy, even after he crossed the finish line, his nose kept on running.
Yeah, he had to go catch it too, didn't he?
Yep. Somebody said you have to be crazy to want to be insane.
Okay.
You know, the guy started into this house, and a voice said, "Don't come in. This is salad, and I'm just dressing."
All right.
Oh, okay. He poured moonshine on the door because he saw it was ajar.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he wanted to ride on a satellite, but it was completely out of space.
Okay.
But anyway, these may not be funny, but it does kill time. I have a little Mildred Atkins, the late Mildred Atkins.
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few spiritual experiences, mostly on the telephone with her. Mildred Atkins had a growth in her throat years ago. And anyway, it came back. Her doctor in Richmond had treated her then. So she called him in Richmond and was due to see him the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So the morning she was supposed to see him, she called me at the radio station at 4:30 a.m., and we prayed for her. She called me later that day and said about an hour after we prayed, as she was on her way to Richmond, she felt heat in her throat.
Mm-hmm.
When the doctor in Richmond saw her that morning, all was normal in her throat.
Wow.
And her voice had been raspy, but it was completely clear. And let's say this, the doctor was amazed, but Christ was not.
Ah, okay. Yep.
So that was one of the experiences. I'll share maybe at a later time.
Okay.
Some of the other things. And by the way, folks, don't let today being Friday the 13th be of any consequence.
Okay.
I mean, it's, that's just a superstition.
Yep.
And so you need to just put that behind you. My late sister Pearl would sit in her house all day on a Friday the 13th because she was afraid if she went out she'd have a wreck or something. So, but don't make yourself suffer for nothing.
Okay. Will do.
All right.
All right. Take care.
All right.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's Henry. If you want to call him, call 434-414-0096. That's his number. Our time is 8:56. We have open lines again at 434-394-0924. Well, I'm a little superstitious about stuff like that, but I don't let it ruin my day, for heaven's sake. Yeah. But anyway, all right, let's check out some celebrity birthdays while we're waiting for someone else to give us a call in here. Actor Malcolm McDowell turns 82 today.
Okay.
He narrated a 2008 documentary, Blue Gold World Water Wars. We'll try to say that 5 times fast. Blue Gold World Water Wars. Okay. All right. He turns 82. Stellan Skarsgård turns 74. He played a rebel leader in the miniseries Andor.
Okay.
Tim Allen.
I know who that is.
Funny guy. He turns 72.
Okay.
And Allen is his middle name. So that's what he goes by, Tim Allen. Let's see. Actress Ali Sheedy turns 63 today. And she has a daughter named Rebecca. Also, Chris Evans turns 43 today.
That's all he is?
Yeah.
Wow.
He reprised his role as Johnny Storm in Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. Let's see who else. Kat Dennings turns 39. She once appeared in an episode of Sesame Street. More Kat Dennings is, 39 today. She, let's see, her fun fact, let's just forget that fun fact.
Okay.
Oh, here. The sisters both appeared in the 2003 film Charlie's Angels Full Throttle as future angels. So they must be, okay. All right. More birthdays. Singer Dennis Locorriere, Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, is 76. Actor Richard Thomas is 74. TV actor Hannah Storm is 63. Bassist Paul Delisle of Smash Mouth, 62 today. Actor Lisa Vidal of Being Mary Jane is 60. Singer David Gray is 57. Singer Denise Pearson of 5 stars, 57. Musician Soren Rosted of Aqua is 56. Jamie Walters turns 56 today. Singer-guitarist Rivers Cuomo of Weezer is 55. And actor Steve O of Jackass is 51. I have no idea what that.
That's funny you read that.
Well, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Actor Ethan Embry of Can't Hardly Wait and That Thing You Do is 47. And let's see. Singer Raz B of BK2 is 40. That's about it. That's all we got time for. We're out of here.
Okay.
Everybody, thanks so much for your calls.
Happy Father's
Of course,
Day.
we thank Doug Stanley coming in from Prince Edward County. He's the administrator there. Everybody have a great weekend, a safe weekend. We'll be talking at you on Monday. And don't forget my show on Sunday from 7 to 10.